Explorer, this is Houston.
Go ahead, Houston.
Mission abort. Repeat. Mission abort.
Explorer, this is Kowalski confirming visual contact with debris. Debris is from a BSE stat. Repeat.
It's 2013, don't exactly remember the month of the year. I went to watch Hunger Games because Gravity 3D viewing was houseful. Later I watched the movie after a few months on the desktop screen and it was okay. I again rewatched the movie on May 5th of 2021. The movie left me speechless. It's the movie you'll ever come close in experiencing the silence, terror and anxiety. Few creators are claimed to be perfectionists, not because they recreate perfection. We live in a probabilistic world, and there is no such thing as an absolute. The fundamentals. Perfectionists respect fundamentals. Perfectionists know when to be objective and when to flower their own personal emotions into the film. In most of the space movies, humans go to space and we witness the POV, aka point of view, that has a direction. But in space there's no north or east or west or south or, for the record, resistance. And this is where Alfonso Cuarón gets the visualization right and close to the reality. Alfonso Cuarón movies come close to a human eye and human experience.
We started talking about the themes and the settings, and there was a space, and we immediately recognized the amazing metaphorical possibilities that space would offer. I would like to do something about adversities. We defined that was going to be the theme. So when we start coming out with the scenarios like the debris as a metaphor for these adversities.
Adversity, a difficult or an unpleasant situation. The main character, Ryan, who loses her toddler to a silliest accident possible.
She was at school playing tag, slipped, hit her head, and that was it. Stupidest thing.
We can notice that she is emotionally shut down. The adversities, aka debris, challenge her to take chances and save herself against the Murphy's Law, meaning whatever happens will happen. A space where she can't hear anything tries to take advantage of the situation. She sings herself to rescue in the deadliest possible situation. Ryan is tested in every possible way throughout the movie, where she is left with no chance but be pro-chances and pro-life. The movie is just 1 hour and 20 minutes long, but it doesn't feel like one. Because Alfonso Cuarón honors space and time in his films, he often aims for long take or invisible cuts, where the audience literally experience the time and the scenes in his films flow through. Take for example, the first scene in this film lasts for approximately 13 minutes. Alfonso Cuarón makes sure that we experience the time for what it is. This movie achieves lighting like no other films. You can see the overexposed bright lights on the surface or objects whenever the sunlight is exposed, because there is no atmosphere to filter in the space. The background music and sound design. Alfonso suggested Steven Price, the music director, not to use any percussion instruments like xylophone, drums, and so on. If you notice the background music in this movie, it has immediate endpoints and lacks propagation. There is a reason why Alfonso Cuarón and team had spent 4.5 years in making this film. If you notice, this film is nominated for Best Original Score, Best Director, Best Cinematographer, Best Visual Effects, Best Film Editing, Best Sound Design, Best Sound Mixing, Best Picture, Best Actress, and Best Production Design for the Academy Awards.
When you put efforts in every department, the time prevails.
This movie explores on the idea of metaphorical rebirths post adversities. Finally, this film resembles the philosophy of optimistic nihilism. When nothing lasts forever and every individual has his or her own timeline, life is worth exploring and living for. After all, we are capable of wonderment.